We're in Federalsburg, Maryland today. Happy Friday. We're at the Threshermen Steam and Tractor Show in Federalsburg, Maryland today. It's on the Eastern Shore. It's hot. It's gonna be 90 some odd degrees, but at least the humidity is down. So I don't know if you're gonna like this. It might be fun, might be not. There's old tractors, old trucks, steam engines and stuff like that. So we'll take a look around and see what they've got. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see and what you don't want to see. Have a good day. We'll take a quick spin up and down the tractor row here. These are some gorgeous tractors, all nicely restored. John Deere 3020 diesel. Look at this. Gorgeous. A 1010 diesel. And it looks like a John Deere 112. Jared, that looks like your little tractor. And a John Deere 60. Look at the work on these. This is just nice work on these tractors, restoring them. Of course, it helps that they're all green. That makes a big difference. Oops. Here we go. Here's a red tractor. And here's a Minneapolis Moline, and that's kind of like we have at the Sawmill, except that's a very different engine. That's for sure. It's like a diesel engine. It's an M5. I don't know what that means. More red tractors. More red tractors. Big green tractors. A 4020. That's a big tractor. That's a big tractor. This looks like Charlie Smith's tractor is Farmall 560. Wonder if he brought it over. Yeah, I don't think so. This looks like an Oliver. This is an Oliver. Another 730. There you go. All right, now this tractor here is a Cadillac. Cornfield Cadillac. John Deere 730. That's a nice tractor. It's gas powered. Starting ethers comes with it along with LED lights. That was an option that came with that tractor, the LED lights back in 1962 or whatever. Nice M. Here's a gorgeous Case M VA. Wow. So the advantage to some of these tractors, keep this in mind, anybody who wants to restore them, is tractors can be relatively simple because they're meant for farmers to rebuild. Look at the job on this thing. God, this guy even polishes his alternate, his generator, I think. Yes, he polishes the generator, absolutely. And that's a nice job. Nice new tires on these guys, new batteries. There's just fabulous jobs restoring these. But they're relatively simple, and some of them you get parts for at a reasonable price. Unlike cars, that's not the case. Tractors, there's gazillions of tractors, and when farmers are done with them, they throw them out. So unless it's a super rare tractor, there's a good chance you can, you can get it for a reasonable price, and parts are somewhat reasonable. Some of these little ones too, a little H. This will even fit in your garage. And actually, if you live in a townhouse, with a walkout basement, you could drive it down there, I think, and it'd fit in the basement pretty well. Here we are. What's your name, please?
My name is Aiden Russell.
All right, and where do you live?
I live in Harrington, Delaware.
You're from Delaware, and that Delaware is like an hour away from here, so not very far. And this is, what is this thing? It's a corn...
John Deere 1A corn sheller.
And what's it supposed to do?
Shells the corn, pulls the corn off the cob and dumps it out.
So if you got corn in a cob and you want to get colonels or sergeants or privates, whatever, you put the corn in here.
You spin it clockwise and it shells the corn off it. Cob's out here to stop it or grab it, or if you do it more than once, it spits the cobs out.
I like it. Can we, all right, let's see how this thing works. This is cool. And it takes a real man to run this thing. You got to crank this thing. Holy smokes, that was fast. There you go. So that's cool. Now they would take this if I want to make corn flour, that's how they did this, like before you were born, right?
Way before I was born.
What's that?
Way before I was
Way before you were born.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look how clean it is.
Yeah.
Nice job. All right. Hey, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you too.
And how are you doing?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jim Phelps from Threshermen, Maryland. And back in the early 70s, 69 to 71, I guess, John Deere made, they're called custom colors, or patio models. And they were made with orange hoods, blue hoods, yellow hoods, or red hoods. They weren't the normal green and yellow. And this one, when I bought it, was the blue and white,
Got it.
So.
Wow, and that's a beautiful tractor. And these, I had a 110. I think I have a Kohler 8 horsepower engine. Is that
yes,
right?
This one does. I have another one that has a 10 horse.
Okay.
But yes, it's a Kohler.
And you obviously restored it. And did you found some? Did you paint it?
No, I had a In fact, Preston Ford here in Preston did it for
They did a nice job. It looks like to me like base coat, clear coat. It's been wet sanded and buffed. This is nicer than many. Holy smokes! This is nicer than many hot rods I've seen. There's nice work on that. I like it. That's gorgeous. So do you let your young guys drive around on it at all? No, they're gonna get dust on it.
Oh yeah. They yeah, sure. I let them drive them.
Did you hear that? Take it for a spin. No. There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much. Now here's my favorite. It's because we have a John Deere 318. Bought in 19. I think we bought ours in 84 or 80. No, it must be 86. But this is nice. Yep, nice looking tractor. Looks good. This guy's got all of his John Deere stuff. They're just gorgeous. They just look beautifully new. Holy smokes. Can you tell we like Paul? There you go. Jim Phelps from Preston, Maryland. It's an electric. They were ahead of their time. And now everyone's getting we got an electric lawnmower last month. And now we're going to get another one. Maybe not. What else do we have here? This guy has a serious collection. It's a gorgeous John Deere 50. A 630. Big tractor, 3010. Some newer stuff. And I don't know what this is. It's John Deere, obviously. This is before they styled them. This is a pre-styled.
1938 unstyled G.
A G. 1938 unstyled G. Nice tractor. Nice tractor. There you go. A 1930 GP. Wow. And it looks to me, wow, that is the original paint on that tractor. That's awesome. Pennsylvania Panzer. You guys are going to think I like John Deere's. All right, here's another green one. Oliver row crop. Again, the quality of these tractors is insane. They're just crazy. This is a serious tractor, a Case 1200. Look at the size of this thing. This is a monster. We'll get a closer look at this. 6-cylinder diesel engine. There's a fuel injector. I don't know what powers it, but it looks like it'll pull a Prius pretty easily. This looks like a freshly restored Case. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous tractor. My word. Just a nice job on this thing. And in case the battery fails, you can always start it by hand. And this is a Case model RC, 1938. Wow, nice tractor. And there it looks like something I used to drive when I was 14 years old. An old Farmall, I think it's an H. There we go. Hey, I think they took my tractor. There's our tractor. All right. So not everyone restores these guys. These are some old McCormicks before they change names. And these look like they are field ready. They are nice looking tractors. Check these out. Old, old, old. And then right next to them is a nicely restored an Oliver 770. There's an old John Deere here, another old John Deere. This is a unique tractor, a Hart's Par tractor. That's cool. The engine is horizontally mounted, which I didn't know, and access the connecting rods. Jeez, with steel wheels. So this is kind of built when they used cast iron for a lot of stuff, because they had men that actually did work. And look at this.
Hart Par.
Charles City, Iowa. A Hart Par tractor. Gorgeous. Oliver.
Hart Par.
Here we go. McCormick Deering diesel, probably one of the first diesels that used to have steel. Wow. John Deere 50. Again, these guys look like new. Insane. This is an orchard tractor, and that's what these fenders are for driving through orchards, so you don't destroy the branches. So this guy caught our attention. It looks like it's a Ford. It's an 8N or a 9N. Let's see what it says. But look at this. Gorgeously restored. It looks brand new. Wow. And the good news is, for anybody out there, even restored like this, these are not terribly expensive tractors.
Like medallion.
So here's somebody who's a Ford fan. 3 little Ford tractors. One in the middle is a 2N. I assume this is an 8N or a 9N. I don't know which. But I'll tell you what. We're talking about cars being over-restored. What about tractors being over-restored? Just look at that. That's like insane. Take a good picture of this. Okay, hang on. I get a good picture of this. Here's their 2N. Elkton, Maryland. Gorgeous. I don't know what this is. It's a Ford lawn tractor. This is awesome. There's no tag on it, but this is just really cool looking little
Looks
tractor.
like it's ready to go drag racing.
Ready to go drag racing those tires. So we've got some real old iron here. We've got a Case model 1020 built in 1917. That was before I was born. What the hell? But look at this. Check this out. The radiator's side mounted for aerodynamics, I assume. No, just kidding. These were steel wheels at the time, and now they're not steel. This is the gas tank for probably distillate or whatever they ran in here, or kerosene or whatever they could pump out of the ground. But here's a seat. What happened to your cab with air conditioning? This is a cozy seat. It's steel. It's just iron. It probably springs a little bit. Wow. And here's a steering wheel. No power steering. A little bit of slop in the play, but what a nice this is a basic tractor. It moves and it pulls. Caterpillar. There we go. Gorgeous tractors. All right, well, here we are. We're on the eastern shore of Maryland, which sometimes our old governor made some comments about it being something derogatory about manure and stuff like that. But they've turned their manure spreader into the Eastern Shore Country Limousine. John Deere Country Limousine. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. And it's pulled by, it looks like a John Deere GP tractor. Just a gorgeous restoration. Wonderful job on these guys. Look at this thing. This is just out of control. So if anybody needs a ride, jump in a manure spreader, the honey bucket, honey wagon. Well, here's a Twin City tractor. I don't know anything about a Twin City, but apparently it's, what are the cities it came from?
The Twin Cities are Minneapolis, St. Paul. So
all right, so apparently from Minneapolis, she's making that up. You just make that up?
I'm making it
Twin
up.
City. But anyway, it's got steel wheels. It's got a big engine. Look at the size of this engine. This thing is huge. This is the largest cylinder block I've ever seen on a tractor. Look at the size of this thing. Unflipping believable. Oh, and actually here we go. We get a little picture of it. So, cool tractor. Anyway, there you go. That's the first video. I'm going to do several videos here of the Eastern Shore Threshermen's and Collectors Association Wheat, Threshing, Steam, and Gas Engine Show. I'll probably do 2 or 3 videos. But the first video, I don't want to make them too long. It's just 10 or 12 minutes, which you just saw, of going up and down what I would call tractor row. There's hundreds of tractors there, and some of these tractors absolutely fantastic. They're over-restored. They're worse than any hot rod or any car I've ever seen. But it's really good. Good to see these guys. Please stay tuned for the next videos. We've got more to come of the show. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit like, all those things.